Hi everyone, I have important teaching to share with all of you. It has to do about money versus fulfillment. Definitely, money cannot buy you happiness and much less fulfillment. And I want to share with you a very profound story that happened many years ago. It was about a very wealthy German businessman. He had different factories, and he thought, that all of this money could grant him happiness. But he was very wrong. He was organizing like big parties, and he was an alcoholic, and he was smoking, and his money could afford him all sorts of exotic and beautiful women. But inside, he was very empty as he was going from party to party and social club to social club and making a lot of money. He realized that he was still empty and unsatisfied. But one day, there was something that changed his life forever. When he saw the Nazi regime hunting down the Jewish people like rats and killing them by the thousands and hundreds of thousands, he decided to open his eyes and not to be blind, like the rest of the German people, and he decided to do something about it. In that moment, that man began to live and began to have a destiny in his life, a purpose in his life. In that moment, he was no longer a dead entity, just going from social club to social club and making a lot of money while a lot of people were suffering during Second World War, but being so empty inside. At that moment, he was given a destiny, and when he understood what's the meaning of a destiny, he came to the realization that that's a million times more powerful than what money can buy you. That the best party, the best alcohol, the best social club, the best women he could possibly have. At that moment, he began to pursue what is truly gold. To make the story short, he began to bribe high-ranking German officials and generals to allow him to take all of these Jews because they were useful in his factories. So they said, okay, so he bribed them with a bunch of money, and then he was allowed to recruit all of these Jews in his factories. And through audacity and trickery, he was able to save thousands of Jews that otherwise would have been executed in concentration camps. And towards the end of the war, when Germany was defeated, this man was financially completely broke, but inside of him, he was fulfilled. When he saw that all of his money was able to save thousands of Jews from being exterminated into concentration camps, he was fulfilled inside. He understood the meaning of fulfillment, and he lived a happy life. The end of his life. He was not rich anymore, but he was fulfilled. That man, by the way, is Oskar Schindler. You can watch Schindler's List movie or you can read the book. It's just an amazing story. But, the deep teaching of that is that a lot of people, they think that money can buy happiness, that money can buy fulfillment, but they are dead wrong. There are many Hollywood actors, and they go from suicidal depression into another suicidal depression. There are very famous politicians, rock stars, entrepreneurs, businessmen that have a lot of money, and they just go from one suicidal depression into another suicidal depression without any meaning whatsoever, because they have a lot of money, but they don't have a destiny. On the other hand, Schindler, when he was given the opportunity to have a destiny, he changed all of his money to fulfill that destiny, and the fulfillment he had from saving those Jews was a million times greater than whatever money can buy. And the moral of this story is that it's better to be broke in this world, like Schindler. He used all of his resources to save lives, but to be fulfilled and happy for eternity, instead of being very rich in this world just for a short season, but live the rest of this life in misery and also eternity. I hope that you can find your destiny. Destiny is essential. Every soul is precious. Every human being has a profound destiny. So pray and discover your destiny, because it's worth way more than gold. Thank you.